Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica. I'm doing our week ahead reading. This will be for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me. As always, keep an open mind, take what resonates, disregard the rest, and be sure to watch all your signs. Watch this in divine timing. You can watch any other weekly because they are in divine timing. Whenever you're guided to watch the videos, it means that's when you're, there's something there for you. So trust your intuition. I'm using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck and the Le Vampire Oracle. And I am having some issues with PayPal. I'm trying to open up the 6-month and 12-month forecasts to do a special on them, but I'm having some issues with PayPal. I can't access my saved buttons, and I can't create any new ones. So I've reached out to them. I hope to be able to resolve that quickly. But if you have any knowledge on that or expertise, do let me know what I can try to move it along. It's never happened before, and it's very frustrating. But yeah, just keep your eyes on my specials page in the coming days. I'll open that up as soon as I can. Okay, all that being said, let's look at Aries for the week ahead. Let me just do timestamps as I go. Hi Aries, thanks for joining me. If you just skipped ahead to your timestamp, please make sure to watch the intro to the video as well. Alright, Aries in the week ahead. There we go. What do we got? We have the Empress as the situation or the focus, Justice as the challenge, and the Magician in the outcome. All major arcana cards, the Three of Candles or the Three of Wands at the bottom. With the Three of Wands at the bottom, this could be travel, this could be about expectations, manifestations, starting to see the results of your work. Your ships are coming in, you're seeing success with certain matters, okay, that you've been trying to manifest, trying to develop and work on. Three of Pentacles under the Three of Wands. So you should, this is, where you see progression when it comes to work, when it comes to money, this advancement, growth, expansion, when it comes to business, when it comes to career. Even relationships, taking something to the next level with the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Could be moving in together, could be engagement or any other form of commitment depending on what level you're at currently. But I'm definitely seeing moving in together for some of you. Or children, because your situation is the Empress, another three. So threes are all about growth, expansion, abundance, starting to see the initial success for your efforts, for your hard work, okay, recognition. This is Taurus and Libra energy. It can be, it's love and money. What more do you want? You know what I mean? There's some sort of success and growth in that area. The challenge, we have Justice. With all these threes, you might be, you might have to be making, what am I saying? You might have to make some choices, some decisions, this way or that way. Which one do I invest in now? Which one do I invest in later? You might have to come up with a strategy, with a plan, make some tough decisions. For others of you, the challenge, I feel like this could also be where you're recently single and you want to go out, rebuild your life. You're waiting for that divorce to be final, okay, or you're waiting for that contract to end or that settlement to come through, because you're pretty much ready to live your life, right, with the Empress card there, whether you're male or female. For those of you who are waiting for something to be made official, okay, and it's just taking its sweet time, whether it's about a contract, a home, a purchase, someone making something official, career advancement. In the outcome, it's coming in with the Magician. What you're manifesting is coming in. You have a new beginning that you've created. You have a new beginning that you've manifested and worked towards. Okay, this isn't just wishful thinking energy. This is doing your manifestation, your affirmations, your prayers, okay, your meditations, but also putting the work behind it, doing, searching and applying for stuff and talking to people and hustling and bustling, right? And that's how you have this new beginning. With these being major arcana energies, honestly, they can talk about anything. in your life, I'm going to clarify, but it can be about anything, okay? You're going to have to tell me what areas in your life these are playing out in. Okay, let's clarify for Aries, the energies of the week ahead. The Empress with the Seven of Cups. Choices, options presented to you. A little bit of confusion because, again, I feel like everything's hitting you all at the same time. You're going to have to make choices of what you're going to invest in now, what's not worth your time. I feel like everything's coming at you all at the same time. Justice as the challenge. The Chariot, yeah, this is making decision and staying focused, following something through, staying the course in a situation, okay, with the Chariot energy here. But I also feel like for most of you, this is where everything's happening all at the same time. You're hit with offers and opportunities from all directions. It's not a bad thing, but you just kind of have to be quick on your feet and be decisive, okay? And in the outcome with the Magician, if I can get the card, we have the Devil, Capricorn energy, another major arcana energy. Be careful. You're going to have to make quick decisions, so be careful not to cut corners, not to do anything illegal, not to skip too far ahead. Be careful what you're committing to, because it might be more work or more sacrifices are going to be needed down the line. For those of you, this is just, be careful of getting yourself involved in love triangles or getting involved with someone who's just got a lot of issues with lying or with I feel like for some of you, someone doesn't even know who they are, okay? So they're struggling with their own sense of identity. So be careful not to tie yourselves to them, because that's just not going to mean anything good for you, Aries. But yeah, I mean, because even in the Seven of Cups, all those cups have something different in them, right? So you're going to have to be decisive and discerning and focused and make quick decisions, because some cups have very good possibilities and some cups have, complicated, messy situations, love triangles, something that ends up taking more than it's worth, okay? So for you, Aries, just, everything is going to happen all at the same time. Be discerning, make quick decisions, and do what is right, okay? Do what is moral, ethical, legal. Do what is right. For others of you, if you're recently single, that divorce is being finalized, that, you're being released from whatever contract or whatever commitment you were in. And this is, look, the Devil isn't all bad. It could just talk about a lot of sex and a lot of fun times, okay? There's that. So this is telling you to get out there. Again, be careful. Obviously don't get yourself in any risky situations, or again, don't get involved with people who are already involved. So there's still an element of just be decisive, discerning, and do the right thing coming up. Okay, so let's clarify for Aries. Let's get an oracle card here. Oracle card for Aries for the week ahead. I'm also seeing something, money is granted to you, assigned to you, whether it's a pay raise, inheritance, something like a settlement. Be careful with spending it as fast as it comes in. Okay, I'm going to say that. So we have Nightmare, Psychic Protection, Shield, Bad Dreams, number 5. So this is a little bit like the Nine of Swords energy. It's a little bit of, I feel like for a lot of you are afraid of making decisions because you're not sure. You don't feel like you have enough information to make a decision you're secure in, right? To make the choices that you're perfectly happy with. But with the Nightmare energy here, this is telling you, look, you're going to have to do the best you can with what you have, and just trust your instinct, trust your gut feeling, okay? If something feels off, it's probably off. If something feels like it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Okay, so this tells you don't get lost in the confusion and don't get lost in the fear of not knowing if you're doing the right thing or not. Your quick checks are going to be, is it legal? Is it ethical? Is it right? And then, does it feel right to me? Does it feel okay to me? Okay, and that's going to be like your checklist. Okay, that ensures you're making the best decisions you can at this time, because I do feel like there's a lot of confusion. That's what you're going to be struggling with, okay? And you can get lost in that and miss out on all opportunities because you don't know which one to choose, right? And the longer you take to figure it out, the less opportunities remain. And yeah, I feel like that's your heads up and a little bit of help in terms of how to make those quick decisions that you're going to be expected to make, okay? But you've got money coming in, you've got options, possibilities coming in. Be careful with your spending, okay? Keep an eye on that. Definitely treat yourself and have fun. Just make sure you don't go too far, okay? Everything in moderation and you'll do great, okay? But you got great things coming in, Aries. So there's not really any kind of bad news here. It's just a cautioning on how to stay the course and how to do the right thing and stay in balance. Okay, so moving on to Leo, 11:10 roughly. Hi Leo, thanks for joining me. If you're skipping ahead, just make sure you watch the intro as well. There's information for you there. So let's see what's going on for Leos in the week ahead. What's going on for Leo in the week ahead? Leo in the week ahead. What do we got? We got, just trying to get the card. The 9 of Swords as your situation. Death as your challenge. There's an ending that needs to happen and you're scared, you're afraid. And the Page of Wands in the outcome. There's an offer on the table, but in order to take it, you would have to end something else, and you're afraid of making that decision. The 6 of Swords, it can be about moving, it can be about ending a relationship to start a new one, it can be about ending a way of life to start something new, okay? It's a big ending, so, job change, career change, changing status. But, it's new, it's different, it's exciting, and it can be amazing. It has really beautiful potential. It's just, you're going to have to kind of go with the change, you know what I mean? It will create a lot of changes in your life. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, all right? But I feel like that's what we were struggling with. Because there's a lot of doubt, confusion, hesitation, worst case scenarios running through your mind. Am I doing the right thing? What if this and what if that happens? What am I going to do? Because why? The challenge. A lot of things are going to have to change in order for you to accept this offer or this opportunity. And like I say, it's just, it could be your routines changing. It doesn't have to be this big, amazing, obvious thing that everyone sees, right? Where you move, for example, and everyone knows you're moving. It could just be where your routines are changing. You're not going to be able to do same old that you know and have been comfortable with for so long, because now this thing's coming in and you're going to have to make room for it, right? Your status is changing. You've been single for so long, and it's awesome that you have this love offer, this passionate offer, but you realize, okay, I'm going to have to change how I think about things, how I view things, how I prioritize things, right? Because even if I have to make a decision, I have to kind of take the other person into account right now as well moving forward. It's not just me anymore, so I just need to be careful with that and adjust, right? Or you're moving in with someone, big change. You're getting married, right? Big change, right? It's an amazing opportunity with the Page of Wands, Page of Candles here. So whether it's some sort of a proposal or a job opportunity or an opportunity for your own business, or your own passions, whatever this is, okay? It's different. That's the Wands energy. It's something different, okay? And that's why it's going to create so many changes in your life. But the 6 of Swords, it's a very positive energy. It's heading towards balance, love, Page of Pentacles, money, long-lasting opportunities and situations. It's just that anxiety ahead of a big change or a series of changes, right? That need to happen in order for you to take this opportunity. So let's clarify for Leo. The 9 of Swords, Ace of Cups. Yeah, look, that's what's on the table. That is what is on the table. Death card is the challenge, the Empress. For some of you, it's a pregnancy that's happening and it's scaring the living daylights out of you because you've never been in this situation before. You're not ready for this, or you don't feel like you're ready for this. You don't know what's going to happen, but it's a blessing. It's a beautiful thing, and it's gonna start a new phase in your life, something you've never experienced before, right? Even if you have children, you don't know what it's like to have 2, right? You don't know what it's like to have 3, right? So it's still a brand new phase in your life with brand new experiences and brand new ways of having to do things. The Page of Wands in the outcome is the Ace of Swords. Victory, energy, clarity. I feel like the worst part is going back and forth in your head. Look, the Ten of Cups, that's what it's going to take you to. The worst part is coming to peace in your mind and in your heart. The most difficult part, not the worst part, the most difficult, the most challenging part is you overcoming your fear enough to say yes to this offer, okay? Because it triggers a lot of fears for you, a lot of insecurities and doubts, right? So the most difficult part is for you to think about it and pray and meditate and do breathing exercises and sleep on it and do whatever it is that you need to do to get to this balanced place, right? Where you can see the possibilities, you can see the potential downfalls, but you're balanced about it, right? You're not ruled by fear or anxiety. Enough to say yes, okay, I want to see where this goes. Or yes, I'll embrace this and be happy about it. I'll accept this offer, this opportunity. I'll celebrate this, whatever, okay? I'll open my heart to this. I'll allow myself to be hopeful about it. Because it's a new level. It's a new level with the Empress and the Death card, okay? And as soon as you do that, okay, it's like Ace of Swords replaces that Nine of Swords. Oh yeah, I see this. I mean, it feels great. The challenge could also be that you're not listening to your intuition and you're not trusting your own instincts with this, right? Because if you did, it wouldn't be so confusing and it wouldn't be so daunting. Daunting? Is that a word? Sorry guys, I've been reading all day. But yeah, I feel like the worst bit of it is you getting to that place of saying, taking a deep breath and saying, you know what? Yes, I want to do this. Or yes, let's do this, okay? As soon as you do that, I feel like, honestly, the fog lifts, okay? And you're like, oh my God, we could do this and that and this and that, and it's amazing, and you get excited about it, right? And you get happy about it. And you have this clarity, this absolute clarity of this is an amazing thing, right? It's going to be great. Fear goes away in that second, all right? So this is an amazing opportunity. It's just you having to deal with whatever it is that's triggering internally for you around security, control issues, trust issues, right? Oracle energy for Leo in the week ahead. Oracle energy for Leo. But it is life-changing in a very positive way. Life-changing opportunity. That death will come, mortal, finite, and fragile. I think the water signs have had this as well, so you might be dealing with the water sign. But this is telling you, it's interesting you have death in here twice, right? This is telling you you're not as fragile as you think. Whatever happens, you'll do amazing. Trust yourself, right? So that's part of the issues that are being triggered for some of you. For others, this is saying you only live once, right? And this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Why wouldn't you go for it? 'Cause it's amazing. Trust yourself, right? And this is just saying transformation is a part of life. Death is a part of life. Transformation is a part of life, right? In order to have a beautiful new beginning that's completely different, obviously, you're not going to know what to expect, and that's okay. And that can be part of the adventure. It doesn't have to be something that makes you afraid, right? But we're afraid when we don't trust ourselves enough that no matter what happens, we'll be okay. That's why we're afraid. That's why we're resistant to change, because we don't feel confident enough within ourselves or secure enough within ourselves to say, you know what, no matter what happens, I'll be fine. So yeah, I want to go for this. Yeah, I want to try that. Okay, so I feel like that's what's being triggered for you here, Leo. But, I mean, do what you have to do to get to this place of balance, Six of Swords, between the rational and the irrational, okay? Enough to say, you know what, yes, I want to try this and I want to see what happens. I want to give this a shot. As soon as you do that, I promise you, the fog lifts and you're realizing, you know what, this is amazing. And yes, I don't have all the information, but no matter what happens, I'll be okay. I have myself to fall back on. I'll be fine, okay? But I feel like all that worry, there's no reason for it. Even like, I've never seen this before, but you see how there's like indentations and markings on this, like you would do when you try to solve a math problem. I'm trying to get the glare. There you go, right? What if this and what if that? That's the Nine of Swords energy. But this is telling you, you know what? No matter what happens, you'll be okay. And this is an amazing opportunity. There's no reason for you to be scared, right? But it's the immensity of it that is making you scared, okay? But this is something that is amazing. And it will transform your life for the better, Leo. And you can't figure that out. You can't foresee that. You can't, calculate things and get to that result, because it's just such a different experience. You can't even anticipate it. But as soon as you start to embrace it and go through it, you'll have confirmations every step of the way that this is the best thing for you. Does that make sense? Really beautiful reading. Okay. And moving on to Sagittarius, 21 minutes. Hey Sagittarius, thanks for joining me. And as always, if you are skipping ahead, just make sure you're watching the intro of the video as well. So let's see what's going on for Sagittarius in the week ahead. Sagittarius in the week ahead. The Emperor as your situation. Page of Pentacles as the challenge, the Six of Wands, and the outcome, the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this can be things to do with new love, renewed love. This could also be a job you love, a career you love. Your business could be your love, your baby, right? Could be a pregnancy, because we have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Emperor there as well. Or about a new home, a new living arrangements. We have the Three of Cups. So for some of you, this can be reconciliation energy. Maybe with someone you already have children with, or with someone you want to have children with. I don't know. But for others of you, this can be a friend turning into a lover. Or this is just growth, celebration, networking. Your business is doing a lot better because your networking is expanding. Could be housewarming parties as well. Current situation, we have the Emperor. I feel like for some of you, you're dealing with an Aries, or you're dealing with figures of authority this week. There's conversations, important conversations. There's negotiations. And for others, this is you, where you're leveling up, whatever that means to you. But this is definitely self-sufficiency and independence, financial and otherwise. Okay, stability. Number 4. The challenge, the Page of Pentacles. It could be for some of you that someone in your friends circle, or someone you work with, you might be developing romantic feelings for them, or they're developing romantic feelings for you, or it's mutual from what I can see. And it's a challenge because you're like, I don't know how this is going to affect our work. I don't want it to affect our work. I don't know how this is going to impact money, reputation, work, that kind of energy. For others of you, it's like you're content with what you have, not necessarily happy, content. And there's an offer on the table for more than what you have, whether it's in a romantic sense, or with money, or with career. You're like, I'm good where I am. I'm okay where I am. That's not necessarily happy, okay? It's the Emperor is an energy where we're being responsible. Okay, we're doing right by ourselves and other people, or we're following the rules, or you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm happy because I have to be happy, right? I'm doing what I'm expected to do, so therefore I must be happy. But it's not necessarily the case, and I feel like there's an offer on the table. There's a conversation that sparks an idea, or there's an actual offer on the table for more. For you to have more money, for you to have a better role, for you to have a different kind of a romantic relationship, for you to have a romantic relationship, right? Maybe you're on your own and you're like, I'm good, I'm happy, but here's this amazing opportunity, right? And you really can, the Emperor is kind of looking at this Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is kind of looking at the Emperor. Like the Page is saying, are you sure you're okay? You could have more. And the Emperor's like, no, I'm okay, but okay, I don't, okay. What, I mean, if we were to do this, what would it mean? You know what I mean? So you might initially say no to something, but then it's like changing your mind and be like, at least tell me about the possibilities. At least tell me about the options, right? In the outcome, we have the Six of Wands. This is victory energy. This is elevation, going up a level, taking it up a notch. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're accepting whatever is being offered to you, or whatever idea is coming up for you, you're following through. Because this is taking things up a notch, okay? Which is what is on offer. So let's see, what is this Emperor energy for Sagittarius in the week ahead? The Two of Swords. Yeah, see? The Emperor is like you're telling yourself, the Emperor with the Two of Swords, you're telling yourself, no, I'm okay. No, I have enough. No, I am happy. No, I am content. Do you know what I mean? And you're kind of closed off. You weren't looking for this with the Two of Swords. Because you thought you're good, right? And you've been telling yourself, no, I'm good, I'm okay. Or you are a father or a mother, or you're the responsible one in the family, or the one looking after everyone else, and with family or at work or whatever, and you didn't stop to think about yourself personally. Am I happy personally, right? Because you're always busy looking after everyone else. And so I feel like this offer or this idea is just completely taking you off guard. Look, Page of Presents with the Empress. I mean, yeah. For some of you, this is definitely about elevation when it comes to your career or your business. For those of you, this is about children, having a baby, starting a family. For those of you, this is about a romantic relationship with someone where you can have more than you've ever had with anyone else when it comes to romantic relationships. Does that make sense? Because this is your true partner, your true mate. The person you're going to end up marrying, or the person you're going to end up having children with, settling down with. It's amazing. It's a level up, okay? You've never been here before. You've never had this before. It's a level up. Whatever you're in, or whatever you've had before, you thought, okay, I know what that is. I'm good. I'm okay in this situation. But you're going to have so much more that is offered to you. The Six of Wands. Look, with the Six of Pentacles. I mean, this is amazing. This is amazing. You are leveling up. You're going into a new type of partnership. Three of Cups, Queen of Cups under that, maybe with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't really matter with all these major arcana energies here. Ace of Cups is there, true love, a genuine offer. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you don't see this coming because you weren't looking for this, because you didn't know it was possible. Does that make sense? You kind of told yourself with the Emperor, I'm already at the pinnacle of whatever I'm doing, or whatever this is, right? You didn't think more was possible. You didn't think this was possible. And here's this conversation or this offer presented to you where it's like, you can have so much more here. Whether you're realizing that yourself, or this is someone telling you, I could pay you more, I could give you more, I could make you happier. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're going to accept whatever is offered to you. Because this is ask and you shall receive, right? You're going to accept whatever is offered to you, and you're elevating. You're going up a level. This is beautiful, Sagittarius. You're going to have to tell me what this is. And for some of you, this has already been around you. You may have already rejected it with the Two of Swords, telling yourself or the other person or the other party that, no, I'm good. No, I don't want this. No, I don't need this, right? But it's not going away. And the more you're in your current circumstance, the more you're realizing that actually this is better for me. Does that make sense? Because I'm also seeing like a return here. So maybe you're going back to someone because you know they're your Empress or they're your Emperor, vice versa. You know that's the best, option. That is it. That's the one for you. And there may not have been communication, or you may not have seen each other. And, you try to carry on, maybe be single or jumped into different relationships. And it's like, no matter what I do, they're still the best for me. They're still the one for me. You know what I mean? oracle energy for Sagittarius and the week ahead. It's a beautiful reading, Sagittarius. You're going to have to tell me what this is. Transmission, spread of conditions, influence, and impact. So this is like, I feel like definitely for some of you, this is where something or someone wore you down. Okay? This is very gentle energy, very subtle energy. Yeah, I don't feel like you're going to be pushed into this. May not. Madness, ecstatic ritual, energy release. Yeah, see, I feel like for some of you, you've definitely been fighting this off, knowledge, while all the while knowing that it's what you want, what you deserve, it's better for you, it's a better situation. But I feel like you've been blocking it, fighting it off. Okay? But it's not going away. It's not going away, and the longer it's around you, it's like it's influencing you. It's starting to influence you. It's starting to. This is like a contamination energy, you know, because it's in your proximity. It kind of influences you in some way, in a positive way. It's not like, you know what I mean, but it's very tempting, right? And it's starting to be more and more tempting until you lower your guard and you're like, you know what? Okay, let's do this. Let's see what happens, right? And immediately it takes off for you. And for others, this isn't something that you were looking for. You didn't even know you were missing this, is the energy that I'm getting here, okay? You didn't even know you were missing this in your life. And it's coming in, it's very subtle. Page of Pentacles is not someone who's in your face. It's very subtle, but it's like it's a little shiny. It catches your eye and it stays there. You can't stop thinking about it, okay? You go about your business, but it's still there in the back of your mind. To the point where you're like, you know what, I want to learn more about this. Tell me more about this. I want to look into this. I want to see what this is. And then there's an element of seduction that's coming in, not in a negative, toxic way, but in the sense that, again, there's this realization, I didn't know I was missing this in my life. I didn't even know this was possible. This is everything I've ever wanted or wished for, but I thought I was just being idealistic, you know what I mean, or unrealistic. This is gorgeous. You're going to have to tell me what this is, but it's really beautiful energy here, okay? So, I hope the reading helps you. Be sure to watch all your signs. Have a fantastic week. I mean, this is amazing. With all these being majors, it could be happening this week. It could be going into next week, okay? It's not so fixed in terms of timeline, but take it as it makes sense to you. But I hope it helps you, okay? Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.